Namaste everyone. Today we are going to discuss about patent infringement. Section 104 to Section 105 of Indian Patent Act deals with patent infringement. Patent is an exclusive right to an inventor, as we all know, and when there is a violation of this right, it is known as patent infringement. Section 104 is about jurisdiction. District Court and High Court has the power to try and entertain suit for infringement. In case of counterclaim suit for revocation of patent, suit to be transferred to the High Court. Section 104A is burden of proof. Burden of proof means the party who alleges a dispute or charge have to prove. For example, plaintiff in a case of civil case and prosecution in criminal case has to prove their case. But Section 104A says the court has the discretionary power, and under discretionary power it may direct the defendant to prove if the subject matter is a process. Section 105 is declaration as to non-infringement. District Court has the power to make the declaration as to non-infringement if the plaintiff has applied in writing to the patentee or exclusive license holder a written acknowledgement and the patentee or the licensee has refused or neglected to give such an acknowledgement. Then the court will give a declaration to the plaintiff. Suit for declaration can be filed only after publication of the grant of patent. Section 106 says relief in case of groundless threat of infringement proceeding. Any aggrieved person may bring a suit against the person making threat of infringement proceeding, and he may pray for the following relief. The relief is a declaration to the effect that the threats are unjustifiable, an injunction against the continuation of the threat, and such damages, if any, as he has sustained thereby. So, a aggrieved person has a right to pray for declaration, injunction as well as for damages. Section 107 defenses in suit for infringement. What are the defenses available in a suit for infringement? Every ground under Section 64, that is the revocation of patent. Altogether there are 17 grounds given under Section 64 shall be available as a ground of defense, and every condition is specified under Section 47, that is grant of patent subject to certain condition shall be available as a ground for defense. There are 4 conditions. Any product or any process government can use for its own purpose, for the purpose of experiment or research. There is an exception, and there is an exception in medicine and drugs. Section 107A says certain acts not to be considered as infringement. And what are the certain acts? Number 1, information required under any law is not considered as an infringement. Import of patented product by an authorized person is also not an infringement within the meaning of this act. Section 108 is about relief in suit for infringement. Court may grant injunction, damages or accounts of profit. Injunction means to do or not to do something. A court may pass injunction to manufacture a patented product. For example, damages is about money compensation for the loss or injury, and accounts of profit is to cut in profit to prevent unjust enrichment. Infringing goods shall be seized, forfeit or destroyed without payment of any compensation. Section 109 right of exclusive licensee to take proceeding against infringement. So what are the rights of exclusive license holder? Exclusive license holder shall have the like rights as the patentee. It will act as an patentee. Patentee may join exclusive license holder in the suit as co-plaintiff, or the exclusive license holder may add patentee as defendant, but the patentee so added as defendant shall not be liable for any cost unless he enters an appearance and take part in the proceeding. So this is the condition for Patentee. What are the rights of a licensee under Section 84 to take proceeding against infringement? Under Section 84, the licensee have the right to call upon the patentee to take proceeding to prevent infringement of the patent. If the patentee refuses or neglects to do within 2 months, then the licensee will act as a patentee in the suit, making the patentee a defendant, but the defendant so aided as defendant shall not be liable for any cost unless he enters an appearance and take part in the proceeding. Section 111, restriction on power of court to grant damages or accounts of profit. So, why there is some restriction? Because of certain conditions. The conditions are: court will not grant damages or accounts of profit if defendant proves that on the date of infringement he was not aware and had no reasonable ground for believing that the patent existed. Second, the court will not grant damages or accounts of profit if the plaintiff patentee failed to pay the renewal fee for the patent. Third, court will not grant damages or accounts of profit if amendment was done and date of infringement was earlier than date of amendment. Court can grant injunction. There is no restriction under this section. Section 113, certificate of validity of a specification and cost of subsequent suit for infringement. Certificate of validity of claim of a specification will be granted by appellate board or High Court when such claim is contested in revocation of patent proceeding. If it certify and upheld the claim, then the certificate of validity of claim will be given. Now, in a subsequent suit for infringement, if final order or judgment is made in his favor, he shall be entitled to an order for the payment of his full cost, charges, expenses of suit unless the court direct otherwise. Means the court has the discretionary power. No cost if party disputing the validity satisfied the court that he is not aware and withdraw such defense, then no cost will be awarded. Section 114, relief for infringement of partially valid specification. Court may grant relief in any valid claim in the specification which is infringed, subject to discretion of the court as to cost and as to the date from which damages or account of profit should be reckoned. And for invalid claim, court may grant relief as injunction only for any invalid claim in the specification if the plaintiff proves that the invalid claim was framed in good faith and knowledge. The court may take into consideration the conduct of the parties in inserting such invalid claims in the specification or permitting them to remain there. Section 115, that is scientific advisors. The court may appoint scientific advisor irrespective of the fact that an application has been made by any party or not, to assist court or to inquiry or report on the facts or give his opinion. The remuneration, that is the money, shall include cost of making a report along with daily fee to attend the court, and such remuneration shall be given from money provided by Parliament for the purpose. That's the end. So the takeaway is, suit means cases before the district court or the appellate board or high court. Infringement means violation of the right given under this act to a patent holder. Section 104 to section 115 deals with suit concerning infringement of patent. Thanks for listening me. Thank you all.